My name's Ethan Fowler, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be building a raised garden bed, and this right here is my son. He's going to help me today. Y'all just remember, it ain't on how your bed looks, it's on how well it performs for you. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, it's been a little bit. I got everything measured and marked, ready to cut. I've got my 8-foot to right here, and then another 4-foot for the end parts, and same with that sheet. So I got my 2 long sides and my 2 short sides right there. You got to excuse this back here. It's kind of like that's where my garden's gonna be. I just got a lot of work to do. Y'all stay tuned, and we'll get started cutting this stuff and show you how I do it, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm going to do this the quick way. I'm going to be covering it up, so I ain't got to worry about the rough areas on the edge of the metal. I got some corner cap up, well, it's hip cap, but I'm going to make it into a 90-degree angle. So I ain't got to worry about this cut me or whatever later on. So I'm just going to use this Sawzall, cut it real quick, and let's get done with it. Alright, now I'm fixing to cut these boards. I got a 3-foot 2.5, 3-foot 2.5, 3-foot 2.5, and I got another one over here. It's also 3-foot 2.5. So I got to make 4 cuts, and I'll have the 4x4s for the corners for this raised garden bed. Y'all stay tuned. Now that we have the boards cut and the metal cut, I put it even with the metal all the way across the side of the board. I'm gonna put a screw at the bottom, and I'm gonna put a screw at the top just to hold it in place, and then I'm gonna go down there to the end, and I'm gonna put a screw at the top and the end on that 4x4, and then I want to do that with the other long piece, and then after I do that, then we'll set them up and put the end pieces on so where it'll hold it up better, so where we can work with it a little easier. Alright, let's get started. Okay, I'm using a wood screw, exterior wood screw. It's a 1.25 inch. I didn't see the point on buying washer screws. It's not a metal cutter. It would probably help to pre-drill the screws and put it in, but I roofed for 6 years and I really don't need it. So when y'all build it, if y'all want to pre-drill the screw holes, it don't hurt to do that. I just cut down the time not having to pre-drill the screw holes. It's not hard to do, but you can pre-drill the screws if you want to. And this is what the screws look like. They're only 1.25 inch long. It's just a regular, it's kind of like a short deck screw. Alrighty, we fixing to get started in putting in these screws, and let's get this thing done. Tacked it on. I did put more screws on the ends back over here because it was kind of aggravating, but that ain't all the screws I'm going to put in. I'm probably going to put 2 rows all the way down beside every rib. But yeah, it's 32.5 inches, 3 foot 2.5 inches, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's great. I think it'll work out great. I can reach in the center. My son, I even seen if he could reach in the center, and he can. It's perfect height. But I am going to put a brace here in the center, so where it won't push, the dirt won't push it out too much. And I'm going to put it over there. I'll probably just screw it from the outside in, or I may just put another 4x4 in there. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, it don't take long. It took me about 45 minutes to cut the metal. It took me, including the 4x4s, and it took me about 15 minutes just to put all this stuff up. Now it took me about an hour and a half to gather up all this stuff. I've had these 4x4s. I've had this metal for a while. It's not pressure treated wood. I don't know all the ins and out of using pressure treated. I've heard you could, I've heard you couldn't. I just didn't want to take that chance, and for the plants that I plant for the fruit that's going to bear, I didn't want to get any chemicals in my fruit and have any harm to me or my family. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and finish screwing off the rest of this metal, and I'll show you how it's done, and I'll put the center board in the center of this where it's stouted up just a little bit, but not too much. So let's get it done. How's it going? I was just in there editing my video. I got to noticing I left my GoPro on fast play. I messed up. I'm new at this. I've never made videos. I'm trying. Y'all hang in there with me. It will get better, I promise. The more I do, the more I learn. So, but back to the raised garden. The center of this is stout. I mean stout. But I put the rest of the screws in. I didn't put 2 screws by every rib, but I put a 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and 1 at each rib. Past that, I kind of figured that was a little overkill, but if it shows any stress on it, I will put more in it. But yeah, y'all hang in there, subscribe, hit a comment down below, give me some suggestions on what y'all want to see. I am going to build some chicken pens, some hog pens. I will have a video on cleaning all that crap up for a garden. But y'all stay tuned. Y'all have a good day.